Why does the Buddha want to teach ultimate reality? Okay, we teach ultimate reality because it's very difficult to make us let go. I have a pleasure, ice cream, my pleasure, I must let go. So hard, right? Things are hard, humans harder. Our attachment for others, for human, it's even harder to let go. So that is why, if you don't train our mind to see impermanence of the aggregates, feeling up and down, perception, switching. Not funny, the moment when you go on retreat, okay, my advice to you, when you go on retreat, don't just focus on still the mind, still what? Settle the mind, joyous, observe the aggregates. Start observing the aggregates. Observe the sensation of the form, observe the feeling that comes up, observe the mind, observing, etc. Observe the aggregates. Then you see it flip and flop. When you begin to see the mind in that way, sensations and experiences always fleeting. All experiences are fleeting. When you begin to see experiences as fleeting, a part of you will go, actually this is life, this life experience just like that. I can see holding, and then it's painful. I can see when I relax, let be, moderation, I feel better. So in that state of stillness, you train the mind to relax, accept, let be. Do you understand? Now, if you don't have the Dhamma, when the mind goes very quiet, it's actually beautiful. So joyous, the experience. I'm warning you, so joyous. If you don't have the Dhamma, you will hold on to that. It's more joyous than daily life. So peaceful the mind, you will grip, you will hold. But because you have Dhamma as a reminder, even this is transient. Okay, even this is transient. So what do? You just accept arising, falling away. Conditions arising, conditions falling away. You accept. You learn to ask for nothing. You learn to just observe whatever experiences as experiences. You must remember to tell yourself, even in this state, not mine, not I, not self. No self. Keep telling yourself there is no self. You don't do this step, your mind cannot break, cannot let go. Even for the arahants of yonder, they have to get to this step. The step of telling themselves, no self in the aggregates. When you get to this point of quiet, and you start to accept that, the mind will start to shift. And then you will see the world through a different lens. Through the lens of Dhamma. All arising fades. All arising will fade. Accept it while the going's good. But it will fade. And then you learn moderation. You understand? You understand? Congratulations.
I would like to ask, because the Buddha explained eternalism and nihilism as the two extremes. But when you talk about non-self, is it more to nihilism? Because you're talking about nothing already. So how do you explain that?
You introduce something so complex for the world. There is a difference between the Buddha's anatta and nihilism. And nihilism presumes a self. Okay? But when the body dies, the self is over. That's nihilism. Eternalism is there is a self permanent. When the body die lor, got new body. But the self continues. Anatta is there is continuity, but no self. It's not the same. Get it? Okay.
Wait, Teddy.
Why not?
Based on conditioning, right?
Why not? You cannot because you attach or if you can, then it's just a stream. A stream. It's because you want to call the stream essence. Self. You want to call that stream self. But it's a stream. Okay?
我们的老师是一个师傅教武术的
Okay.
but 他已经退休了嘛，90岁了嘛。
Okay.
He still come 了 but he doesn't really.
So you're attached to the 师傅.
Yeah. So, but
You're
he's
not attached to the place.
Not
Because
so much the place.
The environment not so nice.
It's like so
Okay.
very close to me. It's easily accessible. I don't need to
Wait.
drive.
So you're saying that on the one hand you want to stay in this place,
Yeah.
but on the other the character, moral conditions of the place rather unwholesome.
Yeah.
Are you saying that?
Yeah. Thank you.
Then what should I do? Is it?
Yeah. I view them as good, also not enough to be.
Doesn't matter.
For me to survive in that club.
No. If you so what you should do is to watch your craving.
Of what?
Your craving
Towards
to
like good
stay
health
there.
lah. Oh, I crave good health. That's why I want to stay there.
No. Good health can be found anywhere. It's because you crave to stay in this space. You must know to watch the craving, the desire correctly. So there is craving, there is object. For everyone, you have craving and there is object. Your craving can be of different objects. Craving is craving. It's just not this, something else. Craving of what object? If you and you must be clear what is it that you want. If you're craving to remain in this space, but you don't want the environment, not likely. It's not going to happen. If you want to remain and not be affected by them, if that's what you're saying, I want to stay here, but I don't want to be affected by them, then you fortify your mind every time you walk in there. You remind yourself, I don't expect them to change. I don't expect anyone to change. I just go in, take the skill, learn the skill, minimize association with individual. Individual cannot change. Not for you to go change people. 明白吗? So I can still remain in the space, but I am careful about how I interact with individual.
我就发现到他们会开始做精神绑架。
Then you walk away. You cannot. You must be aware of your craving. I kept saying that. You are tied down because of your views. Very good. You're giving me interesting material to use. It is your view that ties you down. It is your desire that ties you down. If you learn to moderate the views, change what you can, accept what you can't, then you will feel more liberated. 你明白哦? You cannot change the personality there because 你不是师父. You're neither 师父 nor the owner of the club. If you are 师父 or owner of the club, if you're owner of the club, you kick them all out. Bring in all these Dhamma friend. 你明白吗? But you're not. You cannot. So the condition's not for you to control. Okay? You can only control. You can only shape your mental condition. You can shape only your mental condition. You cannot shape the mental conditions of others. Remember that.
I just try to resist, lor.
No.
Also
Whatever.
futile, is it? Futile, is it?
It will be. You cannot have your cake and eat it. Let me put it this way. Okay. Okay.
So that's it, That's it,
That's it.
Thank you, Sister Faye. So, you say stream, I was wondering if you clear your mind and you very know self already. I clear my mind. I very know self already. Is my know self like separate from your non-self? Different?
I don't know, leh.
Like, you know, like you're very clear, you meditate a lot, you're very, you know, you're very, like, let's say,
The issue
or do
is
we
not self or
merge?
non-self. The issue is attachment, craving and attachment. The notion of self adds punch to attachment. Does it make sense? You have craving. It's there. What is it craving? It craves external object. It craves internal object. External object is what? Form, sound, smell, taste, touch. That's what it craves. Internal object is what? The notion of the self. In the feeling, in the body, in perception, in thoughts, thinking, consciousness. That's the internal one. So when you say, I have no notion of self, temporarily, then it will come back again, don't worry. If it is steady, serious, really, I suddenly understand what the Buddha is saying, I not only don't feel, I know it doesn't exist. It's seep into your bone marrow. Okay? Deep into the core of your form. Okay? If it is that version, then the craving still there but muted, reduced. And then comes the dying period. You're dying. The form is falling apart. At that point, no self, ma? If you say no self, then it got nothing to latch onto. There's no more. The craving gets muted. Then you won't have much of a rebirth lah. Maybe one more. Maybe the rebirth is not in the human realm. Maybe no more. Don't know. Do you get it? As long as there's a holding, and the self idea is the most powerful of the holding. Then as you lie dying, my life, my mother, my father, my spouse, the Asungkya 1, Asungkya 2, Asungkya 3, Asungkya, Kanasu 1, Kanasu 2. All the attachments will come. My children, my possession, that one will start. And then, I'm going already. Ta-da! Birth number 2. That's actually one reason why you bounce up again. I mean, the arising starts again. Does that answer your question?
No, but it's very useful. It's probably better answer. I also don't know how. I mean, you know, if
your no self same as my non self. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what your no self means, eh?
Yeah, I mean, is
I
it
don't know
like
whether
you
it's a sensation.
merge into one big ball of
Okay.
consciousness together?
No.
Or separate? Don't know.
Those are creation.
Okay.
Those are creation. Okay, mind made. Universal consciousness, mind made. The mind has made up this idea. It's an idea. Okay?
So what's the right idea?
No. The no self, non-self of the aggregates. First, you got to get the aggregates right. First, you got to get that right. Then we talk about the rest. You cannot reason your way into an understanding. You haven't gone through the experience of the aggregates properly. You need to see impermanence of the aggregate, the arising and the fading away of an experience. You got to go through that one by one. Practice first. Don't imagine what it would be like. Okay?
I just want to ask when you just begin the in the morning, you said about there is a sensation of like one thing, keep one thing, right? Why is it not a thought but a sensation?
It's only a sensation. The
It's
thought
not a
comes
thought.
later. It's a mental energy.
It's a mental energy. It's a sensation. The sensation means feeling.
Correct.
Oh,
But it's an unpleasant feeling.
so it's not the thought. Keep one thing. It's
No,
the sensation
it's a sensation first.
of unsatisfactory sensations that is
Because
why
you
there's a
see
thought.
that first. You feel the sensation first. You know it to be craving. It's
Then
an
there's only a
unpleasant-
thought. Keep one thing. Keep one thing. All right.
Then it must feed somewhere. So I repeat, first you have a sensation of one thing. Then you feed it. That sensation will chase after something out there, or it go and revisit something in here. Okay? It will, I repeat, that one thing will go chase something out there. So you see, let's say, I want you to imagine this. To answer this question, you know what I mean? For you to know what I mean. I want you to just sit comfortably. Just relax. Okay? I want you to imagine. And it has to be imagined because right now you're very peaceful. You're so super peaceful. You can sit like this for a long, long time. But that's because the one thing is muted. So now I want you to imagine. This is your daily life. Okay? And oh no, you forgot your smart device. So you're stuck waiting for somebody without a smart device. And this person is running late. You cannot go off to find food. You are alone waiting for this individual. You're stuck there on your own with no smart device to entertain you. How does it feel?
Uneasy.
Yeah. A bit uncomfortable. Hey-yo. Most people will feel that way. Why leh? Why? Why would most people feel? You can imagine. You're only imagining leh. You're imagining, and you don't feel so good. Why? Have you asked yourself? Because buried deep in you is a unquenchable thirst. It has to do something. It has to be involved. See that? It needs the stimulation. It wants the stimulation. Why can't you just sit quietly and watch breathing there? Still, I must give it something to do. I still must give it something to do. Watch breathing. At least that is just stay here. Then eventually, you don't even have to watch breathing. You're just watching. And you're still feeling peaceful. That's when you know the one thing is letting go. It's quite good. It's fading. When this one thing fades, you can sit comfortably anywhere, anytime, and still be at ease. As long as you do not feel ease, there's a one thing.
And how these sensations how this sensation of quenching, keep one thing comes about? Because it's so natural.
The one thing is, yes, it's natural.
It's so natural.
It's there.
Then how it comes about?
From a long time ago.
What conditions that make it happen?
Pleasure. You remember what the Buddha said? From the beginning of time, you can never tell. Then you asking me something the Buddha tell you cannot tell.
Because I didn't know this one also cannot tell. That's the one that cannot trace.
That's the one that cannot be traced. Now you understand.
So we just need to be with it and just
This
understand.
has the itch in the heart needs to settle by itself. So you settle this itch with right understanding, right formation of habits.
Then if it's the rising impermanence, there's just rising and falling then.
Then you learn to accept your training contentment. You're training yourself to be moderate and content. with the moderation and contentment as a natural instinct that each will fade.
What I meant is like if everything is impermanent, even this sensation will just rise and fall, right?
Correct.
All right, thank you.
But our habit is to feed. Because of ignorance, we feed. And as we feed, we consolidate the craving. We strengthen that craving. Now you understand?
Yes.
Very good. We are coming to the end of my talk, as in what I can share without slides. Too many slides. I also cannot handle. I also cannot handle. There are few things that I need to say. Then when I am done saying those things, we will open the floor to questions. I can see the bubbling over already. Okay? So, what do I want to say? Cultivation and transformation. Actually, this is the path. Why is it called liberation? It's because our mind is tied down by attachments. I explained this. Typically, the Buddha spoke of, depending on which sutta, sometimes 3 attachments, sometimes he talks of 4. Okay? And I will explain. The first attachment is karma asavas, the taints. Karma means K-A-M-A, satu M only. Okay? K-A-M-A. That is sensuous delights. Attachment to sensuous delight. How does it work? Sometimes you must eat at this place. You must go to this place at this time so you can queue up and get yourself the plate of char kway teow. Right? So you are attached. You are tied down. You refuse to consider any other char kway teow. Not the same. So what are you tied down by? Your karma. Your karma. A char kway teow is one dish. Can be many dishes. Even vegetarian got their vegetarian attachments. Okay, don't hao lian. You can also have vegetarian attachments. Okay. So that is attached to something out there. Like I must hear this music again. I like this perfume only. And it goes on. Taste, sight, touch. I only wear Uniqlo. Nothing else. Chanel also can, but very expensive. But my point is, it is something out there that locks you. Then you find yourself without an option. No more Uniqlo in Malaysia, fly to Japan. Because you are locked down by your ideas. Sorry, you're locked down by your attachment to what is out there. 对不对? Like sometimes you say, I want to go for a retreat, but I don't want to go there because got mosquito. Don't like mosquito too much. Or I want to go for a retreat, it has to be there because cool. So you're locked down by something out there. This is the first locking, first attachment to creatures' comfort. Okay. The second attachment is bhava asavas. Bhava, becoming. So you are trapped by your ideas. I should be this, I should be that. I want to be this, I want to be that. I cannot do this because people will talk. I cannot do that because my conscience very hard. I cannot turn my parents down. Something like that. They are my children. What you expect? This you tie down already. You're tied down by your ideas, by the constructions within. Okay? Then sometimes ditthi comes in, a view. Then what's the difference between a ditthi? Ditthi is an idea. It's subsumed under bhava sometimes. Ideas of yourself, ideas of what it should be. But a view is very different. A view specifically is, say for instance, I'm a Buddhist. Buddhists must bye-bye. Then if you go to a center, you come to the cradle, bo bye-bye one. Where candle where? Where joystick where?
No, the Buddhist center.
Exactly. Because you're tied down by your views. So some views are very strong. Like the Buddhists will always have this notion of rebirth. right? And some other views do not. Those views can be constraining your options. 明白吗? So you can understand, Like for instance, the view of the self. That's a view. The view of the self. Look at how hard it is to let go. Even Buddha says so, you don't believe. Then you will say, I believe. The Buddha slapped me, I believe. But I cannot feel it, how? It's because your views are very strong. Your ideas are very strong. There's attachment to views. Then the last one is attachment to avidya. Avidya is ignorance. You see, how does one get attached to ignorance? Okay, think of it like defilements. Okay, defilements. You know you must let go of defilements. But sometimes you can't, right? Why you can't? Because you're attached to the defilements. You know you should moderate. But how? I don't want to moderate. I can't. It's not the same as I don't want. I don't want. So you say, never mind, one more time lah. One more. It's okay. That's attachment to avidya. 你明白吗? I repeat, I repeat for the benefit of the ones frowning at me. Okay? I know. Say for instance, let's say you smoke. I know smoking is bad for health. Okay? So one attachment is the taste, the smell. Okay, like that, same, whatever. Okay? One attachment is the sensation. Another attachment is how it makes you calm down. You like that. You like that. Actually, just breathe deeply. No need to breathe in the smoke. It works the same, but okay, that's the second attachment. But you know, you have knowledge, but you choose to ignore the health warning. They give you a picture to see, you still ignore. That's attached to avidya, ignorance. Got knowledge, still don't care. Pretend. One more cigarette cannot kill after 1 million cigarette.
Still don't care.
Hello. So you understand, And we are attached. These are the types of attachment. So in our training, we learn to tell ourselves, much of the world is mind-made. Okay, one of the things we learn to tell ourselves is much of what's happening is mind-made, and it's the mind-making that ties us down. If we learn to let go, piece by piece, there are different categories. For instance, we let go of the world out there. The form, the sound, the smell, taste, touch. We learn moderation. We learn acceptance. Any char kway teow is good char kway teow. Then at some point, any noodle is good noodle. Then at some point, no noodle also boleh lah. Moderation, step down one by one, slowly. Okay, no need to cold turkey. Some people will disagree with me and say, go to cold turkey. I believe in the gradual path, gentler. I believe in being gentle, because I believe that when you get it, you yourself will decide how fast you want to let go. Not for me to tell you, should be like that. I should be like that, because when I say that, I'm attached to views, ideas. I'm also attached. Okay? I believe in the gentle path. A Buddha also, to some extent, it depends on the individual that comes to him. Some individual, he said, push it. Kakang like push. Some individual, he said, it's okay. So remember this cute fella who came to the Buddha. Buddha, you got so many rules, I cannot take it, he said. Buddha said, okay, 3 rules can? He went, can. 3 can. Training in the higher mind, training the higher sila, training in the higher panya, wisdom. Higher mind is samadhi. Okay, he's going to that. Then he obviously didn't learn his work. 3 training, higher training, can. Actually, that's it. That's the pioneer sealer samadhi. Okay, 227 so difficult. So many rules so difficult. Just 3. Okay. So if he can sort of train in this 3, can. So he was gentle with this guy. The guy continued and became an arahant eventually. So you see, depends on the individual's own pace. Okay. So path, liberation. As long as you are attached to these 4 categories, you are tied down. The moment you begin to understand that your world is mind-made, you slowly untie. Then what are you supposed to constrain yourself in the sila phase? The sila. Why? Because it's for your own happiness. Sila is not for the world. It's for you, yourself. When sila, when wholesome mental state is natural for you, you're actually a happy person. You're light. Okay? Sila's not for you to use like a ruler. Take it and whack people. Why you so like that? Why you talk like that? That's not the ways that sila's supposed to work. Sila's for you to look at the mirror and say, why you talk like that? Why you behave like that? It's for you. You use it as a restraint for yourself to hold the mind wholesome. I kept saying this. Hold the mind, our mind wholesome. Not to whack others. And when you can do it right, you can learn forgiveness, you can learn acceptance. You are the happier person. You are the happy person. Okay? So the ultimate of sila is moderation in the ultimate way. Let go of everything. But that's ultimate. In the meantime, you start to let go of the unwholesome. You start to moderate your desires. This is the gradual path, lor. Let go of the unwholesome, moderate your desires, bring it down to the key essentials. So for the Sangha, they are down to the 4 requisites. We can moderate a little bit lah. So as much as we can moderate, that much we feel better. So that's the sila part of the house, the letting go part of the house. You remind yourself of all these. You remind yourself of the noble truth. You remind yourself of moderation and contentment. You remind yourself of kusala. When you do this, the mind naturally will settle. In daily life, not just that 20 minutes a day or half an hour a day, you sit and go quiet. That's not the samadhi. That's samadhi, but samadhi is actually, stillness, settledness of the mind. Samadhi is actually supposed to be for daily life. And then you may say, really? Jhana in daily life? Well, the Buddha talks about, remember your Satipatthana? MN10? And the Buddha talks about how as you change your posture, as you walk, as you go about your daily life, there is a part of you that recall the practice, the 4 postures. And then you must have the 4 insights. Actually, this one is there. In Anapanasati 11, same thing. In your 4 postures, in your daily life, you begin to watch this breathing. Restful. The mind is settled, very restful. It becomes a natural habit. When your mind gets into a state where in a daily life, there is a natural settledness. It's a reflection. Your mind is in a good space. That's the purified mind that he talks about. Okay? Avoid evil, do good, purify mind. A purified mind is settled, steady, light, and joyous. That's the purified mind. Okay. But that's very good, ma. When we get to there, also very happy, ma. But don't aspire to get there. I mean, when you aspire, but don't want it, then you dukkha lor. That becomes the spiritual dukkha. Okay? Understand that your mind space is a series of conditional mental states, and it all starts with wholesome. Okay, so in conclusion, like, So fast? Yeah. What else you want? Okay? What else you want? In conclusion, 3 sets of transformation required. What's the first one? Transform view. Transform the view. Transform your mind leaning. So right thought, right intention. Transform view. The view must instinctively see craving, dukkha. Dukkha given, craving equals dukkha. When there is dukkha, there is craving. You moderate craving, dukkha releases. It relaxes. Not so intense. Okay, that's your basic view. I need to go through a series of transformation for this to become more natural. That's the first one. You can transform that, then your mind will lean towards moderation, letting go, friendliness, kindness. It's a natural state. Okay, that's the mind. That's what you act on your mind. Then the second one, transforming character, transforming conduct. Lean the conduct towards wholesome. If your conduct leans towards unwholesome, you are asking for trouble. If you keep giving in to your agitation and resentment, you're asking for trouble. How do you stop that? Earlier on, I talked about 5 thoughts. All these, unfortunately, takes time. It takes time. I can only give you the preview, sneak preview. Do good. Avoid evil, do good, purify mind, cultivate the wholesome, abandon the unwholesome. I can only tell you like this. I cannot go into a lot of details. That one, you must sign up for my Dharma Foundation course. It's a 12-week program. I know, right? But it's online, so you can get your hands on it. When you can settle on the kind, so that's the second transformation, right? Transforming character, transforming your conduct. Therefore, you are shaping mental habits. So these 2 will shape. You will start to rewire. The result of these efforts, the result of shaping your views wisely, shaping character and behavior wisely, the result of that is a mind steady, peaceful, a little more light, a little more joyous in daily life. This is how it flows. Why do we need the mind to go more steady, to go steadier, more peaceful, more joyous? Then life becomes easier, right? That's the immediate benefit. That's the immediate benefit. Okay? Another benefit is when the mind starts to settle and becomes more quiet, when that starts to happen, it becomes more aware, more insightful of arising and fading away of aggregates, experiences. I'm going to call it aggregate very chim. Experiences, daily experiences. So you learn to be more accepting. It keeps feeding itself. Okay? A steady mind is your immediate result of kusala, with right understanding, steady mind, more peaceful, more lighter, more joyous. With that, it becomes sharpened. It sharpens insight into the nature of life experiences. That is what we call the skanda, or in Pali, khandas, or in English, aggregates. It becomes more aware of aggregates. You will really start to live your life feeling only ma, perception only ma. Let go lah, my name the hua king king. What did you sing ah? You start to say things like that in Hokkien. 冇揸得咁緊啊，都揸得咁緊 in Cantonese. Okay? My own Teochew I forgot. Teochew, right? 話緊你堅啊，清齊能搏咗你。Okay? You start in the Thai, my pen like car. Eh? I know, right? Must show off a bit lah. Relax lah. Exactly. When you start to do that, you live your life more lightly. Why do you want to live your life lightly? Because it will end. You want to carry heavy load all the way to the end. What for? Your life will end. So you want to get your mind to a healthy state. A healthy state of mind, actually a healthy state of mind is light. When your body feels light, you're healthier, right? When your body has pain and aches and feels very laden, your body has problem. 你自己说的吗? I climb the stairs so hard, my leg got problem. I cannot lift things, my arm got problem. Your mind is so laden, it has problem. When it is okay, when your mind is healed, and you are okay, actually that's the healing nature of the ma, okay? If your mind is healed, actually it's light, it's peaceful, it's joyous. And that's a natural state. You only burden it with your views and your thoughts and your desires and your chasing. You go and pull it down with all these choices. They say, I cannot help it. There you are, fettered to your ideas. If you keep telling yourself, tomorrow I die, tomorrow I die, tomorrow I die, will you help it? You will learn to let go. That's why all these are connected one. All his dots are connected. You mean by all? So series of transformation. Got it? I said many times already. Yes. Repeated the same thing many times. Got it? Yes. Got it, Okay. Anything else to say? I think this is good enough for you, okay? So, Panya, Sila, Samadhi, done. Your turn. Ask question.
All right.
I think my question is something that, very ordinary. You see, we keep on going to cycle of rebirth because of there's craving, there's attachment, clinging, and this including that, we want more, becoming. So there's rebirth. But I was wondering, right, for people who attain arahantship and the body is still around, but they already liberated. So what happened to the no self, because that they still have the rupa. And upon death, so the body, the form, no longer there. And in Buddhism concept, there's no soul. So it's just a stream of consciousness plus the karmic seeds supposed to be rebirth. But when you reach arahantship, no longer there. What happened actually?
Buddha got reply or not? I'm his student. I take guidance from him. I can reply part of your answers and I can explain to you why he didn't reply. Okay? And we're not ready there yet anyway. First and foremost, I must put in a disclaimer. I am explaining from the angle of a scholar who reads and understands the teaching to the best of my ability. I'm not an arahant, okay? So I can only speak from what I have read and I can discern, okay? The arahant with no craving leads life most joyously. Most joyously. We know from the canon that there were individuals, at least one of them got into trouble because he's so happy. He was the Buddha's cousin. And he was, what joy, he went, and people complain to Buddha. He's indulging, they said. But he's an arahant. He's indulging. Buddha says, come, explain yourself, okay? Explain. He said when he was a lay person, when he slept, there must be guards outside his door. He felt very burdened by life. But now that he had joined the order and walked this path, he felt so liberated. No more no more wanting. He didn't say that. He didn't say no more wanting. He just said he felt so liberated. He's so happy. So to put it in 人话, our world's language, he had no craving, he had no burden. So no craving, no burden, absolutely light. The mind is absolutely light. So therefore, he lives joyously. Okay? Number two, this is point one evidence. A second evidence, if you are familiar with the Buddha's guidance on jhana, and the Buddha on the third jhana, the Buddha used the word and the noble ones describe happy when the mind is upekkha, equanimous, fully mindful, joyous. So the mind of an arahant is likely to be as described as such. Equanimous, meaning not attached to feeling, no attachment to feeling, no attachment to anything. Completely detached from feeling. So they are not held on by anything. They are equanimous, they are clearly aware, they are joyous. That's their mind. Okay? So for as long as this body is still functioning, that's how they live their life. Okay.
Right.
Then this issue, why is it the Buddha didn't answer this question? What happens after death? The Buddha never directly answered this question, because everyone who asks this question comes in with the assumption of self. That's why you're asking what happened after that. You come in with the wrong assumption, how you expect Buddha to answer leh? Okay, so then when did he approximate an answer? He likes to use this example about the mind that dissipates. He talks about how the different manner in which the dissipation happens. When there's a fire and there's ember flying, sometimes the ember disappears even after they leap, gone. Sometimes as they are coming down, gone. Sometimes when they touch the floor, gone. See that? The different stages of the ember in flight, how the dissipation happens. I leave it to you, lor. This is how the Buddha describes the Arahant mind. Okay? What that means, get there first lah. And then you'll know lah. Huh?
Find out for yourself.
Realized by the wise for himself. But this is, to me, that's a beautiful description of what happens to the mind when the craving doesn't drive it anymore. Okay? All right, who's next?
Sister Sylvia, thank you for your talk. It has been very insightful. But today's talk you have been repeating many times that we should not we should not entertain our craving so much lah. In simple words. But we as Putu Jana, as normal human beings, we still enjoy our food, this and that. Like you, I believe you enjoy your coffee. So the question is, what is your take on this? How do you deal with your coffee lah?
Very interesting.
You know, I didn't say. What I said specifically was manage. Craving must be managed. Okay. Moderation. So I don't drink 3 cups. I drink half a cup. There are training that one must do, which is what I kept saying. One must cultivate right understanding. So you keep impressing on your mind, that to crave is to suffer. When there is craving, there's suffering. So it gives you incentive. I call it incentivizes you to moderate. If you don't see this connection, what's the incentive to moderate? So when you realize for yourself that the degree, the strength of your craving, right? The number of object, the intensity of object, that strength and that volume, if that, the more there are, the more intense, the stronger the craving. You want to, the stronger the dukkha. You want to moderate dukkha, you must reduce the number of object, reduce the intensity of one thing. Okay, how you do it is the individual's, it goes along with the individual's wisdom. 明白吗? And we need a lot of rewiring to make it more and more palatable to let go. It's not easy initially. Don't look at the end goal and then say, wow, so far. You start a marathon by taking step by step. You start a marathon thinking of 40 kilometers, you're never going to go anywhere. You know what? I drive 20 kilometers first. You understand? You start it step by step. So that's why in the teaching, we have time. That's why in the teaching, the Buddha stressed saddha, faith. I believe in the Buddha. I believe in his guidance. I believe that I train myself, it will work. You don't start with that belief, you're not going anywhere. You might just bye until the end of life. I must believe that it works. And I believe if I put in the effort, I can do it. I'll do it as much as I can. So in this life, I don't waste the baton pass to me. I do something useful. And then, next one handle. And then the next person, the next stream, the stream will continue. 对不对? You understand? We do the best we can. And then while we are doing the best we can for ourselves, we must remember to do something for others. Cannot only about yourself. Must also do something for others. Sometimes it's your immediate family members. Sometimes the colleagues who come into your space. Sometimes it's just random stranger. Sometimes it's into a space like this where there are people who are seeking and you come and help. Whatever small that you can do, you do it because, number one, training for you, but more importantly, it's your expression of gratitude. Okay, it's your expression of gratitude, and you also lighten your mind as you serve. Okay, right. So, moderation with understanding. No need to jump so far. So I never start off saying that I must cut coffee because it's my craving. I say I will reduce the amount. Actually, I'm not attached to coffee. My head, unfortunately, doesn't agree. I honestly, I don't particularly like the taste. But my head says, don't give me, I 造反. Then I come and teach, it cannot be 造反ing away, right? So I have to you jat tempo lah. Then you satisfy already, then I can do work. Okay? Alright. So don't go away thinking, Sylvia equal coffee. Doesn't work like that, Okay. Does that answer? Okay. Take your time.
I resonate very well with the gradual transformation because I think my Karana Mitras are here. Throughout my life, I've been transforming my life with the Dharma because I'm feeling more grateful and being less egotistical. And I just wanted to ask, because you were mentioning about doing good for others, and then I realized that there are people around me in my life, very close ones, loved ones, that are dealing with anger issues, very judging. I was just wondering, how do I start to help them see more of all these things that causes them to be angry? Yeah.
Okay. Very good question. Many a times we are so grateful to the Dhamma, we want to serve the world, change everybody, right? We try to do that, especially for our loved ones. Jangan tension. Wait. In order for change to happen, you need 5 conditions. 这个是我的，不是 Buddha 的。Okay? You need 5 conditions. Part of it's from the Buddha, part of it I improvise, I modify. Okay. Number 1, the person must know, must want. The person must want to change. Number 2, the person must know how to change. Number 3, the person must have effort to apply. Number 4, he must be consistent. And number 5, which is what I call the bonus issue, there is help to support when the change got hard. I repeat, number 1, he must want. If he doesn't want, she doesn't want, game's over. So before you start going, let me spread Dhamma to my loved one, do they want? Okay? Number 2, they must have knowledge how to do it. So I want to, but I don't know how to do it. I want to do it. Oh, I forgot. Wait, number 1 is there must be self-awareness. I forgot that part. I must have self-awareness. That means I know got problem. Then I want to change. Then I know how to do it. Then I put in effort. And then bonus issue, got support. I repeat, number 1, self-awareness. So if the person doesn't see a problem, you go and advise, is it going to help? Okay, now the person got self-awareness. Yeah, not good. Okay, no good. But I don't care. Game's over. So these 2 are the most important. There is the self-awareness, this is a problem, and I want to do something. When these 2 comes in, you're good to go. If you know what to do. Then you can advise. Okay? You can advise, you can offer some thoughts, some views. This 3rd one, where you come into picture, I must repeat, you must get it right. You get it wrong, you are going to teach the wrong thing. Imagine, the fellow say, my anger very bad. I need to do something. And you go, I agree, let's chant together. You chant already, Buddha will protect you. Salah already. Then after he chant 108 times, he turn to you and say, doesn't work, I still angry. What are you going to say? 你明白吗? So first you must get your knowledge straightened out. You must get your act together. Then when you advise, it works. So again, on you, 1, you must get it right. 2, you must walk the talk. You say, let me advise you. Then the next minute you scold someone. I'm going to advise you on how to calm down. Like that how? You are talking, but you don't walk the talk. So this is the part about you. Okay, so he has self-awareness. He wants to do it. He's now seeking idea, and you come in picture with your ideas. Okay, then he must hold the line. Sometimes they want, then they don't want. They didn't hold the line. And they hold the line with help. That's the 5th, the bonus issue. They hold the line with help. Sometimes it's hard for them, so you stick it out with them, and you help them. 明白吗? Like that, it will work. Oh, I forgot, I should share one more thing with you, okay? Let's see whether it's here. I see so many words, right? I can die. So many words like that. All you can. I know, right? Wait. Oh, Salah, I didn't have it here. Okay, never mind. I didn't have it here. Sorry. Don't look at it. I teach you one more thing. It's called the 5 R's. It's called the 5 R's. Sorry, I didn't include it here. The milestone of practice. This is the milestone of practice, okay? In order to grow in the Dhamma, you must first be able to recall the Dhamma. Betul? You cannot recall how to reflect, which is the second one. You must recall. And then you can reflect. That's the second one. Okay? To reflect, you must make it applicable to you. So I now remember. I had to think about it. but I cannot relate to me. That's the third one. Then the Dhamma stays out there and you're still not touching it. So recall, reflect, relate. It must connect to you. So let's say, example, craving, dukkha. Then you, wow, very mangzang, the jam so bad, the jam so bad. Craving, dukkha. Okay, relax, moderation, it's okay. No, go home. Relate already. Okay, you relate. Straight away, there's a connection. When I let it be, I feel better. Straight away, you can relate. And relate, realize. That's the third noble truth. First, second, third noble truth in KL Jam. It's good. Right? Then what happened? Happy. Rejoice. Rejoice. You must rejoice. Everyone who has gone through Dhamma experience, and the moment when you connect the dot, there is a part of you that surges in joy. That's the rejoice. When you feel that joy, you're on track. Okay? Then you come to me, what does that mean? Are you happy? Yes. It's a very long story cut short. Can. Go on. Okay? If you never rejoice, are you happy? No. What did you do? Start again. So might need to calibrate a bit, tweak a bit. Okay? 5 hours. Okay. I don't know whether I answered anybody's question, just happily went on.
Okay. All right. Any more questions?
Would you like to answer the question?
What question?
Who's the thinker? Who's the feeler behind the feeling and the thinker behind the thinking?
Who?
Who? When you talk about self.
Boleh. Just thinking
Boah.
only mah. You see, because you're attached, you must have a thinker. But you're not attached, it's just thinking.
Thinking can be any form of thinking. What?
Or no?
But there's a specific trait.
When there is no, so you think, look at it this way. You didn't cultivate wholesome mental state. They are still thinking. You didn't cultivate wholesome mental state. There's still thinking going on. For you to become aware that there is thinking is just mindfulness. Mindfulness becoming aware that there is thinking going on. But it's still going on. With or without your awareness. 对吗?
Yeah.
Then the thinker where?
Yeah, but in Buddhism, okay, this is kind of like there is no thinker, there's no self because there's no so therefore there's no thinker.
Yeah.
But it's just one school of thought. You see? But there are other school of thoughts, other religions.
That's
other religions.
Canon.
Okay, there are other religions.
Okay.
They say there is a self. There's a permanent self, and so and there's this thinking going on. So how do we reply to this, or should we even try to reply?
No need to reply.
I face them a lot.
Is it? No need to reply. Don't reply. If they can accept the aggregates and they can see it as driving, then so be it. If they cannot see, so be it. That's it. You see, in our time here, there isn't the public debates. The Buddha's time, Buddha time very hard, In Buddha's time, there were public debates. They call sala. Sala means hall. Not sala means wrong. No. S-A-L-A, sala, actually means hall. They have public halls for debates. And all these schools from different sects, different teachers will come together and yang. Okay? And the Buddha's guidance on anatta is one of the hardest to argue. And the Buddha taught his monk how to take others on there. You don't know, Only, why did he do that? Because in these public debates, there are people shopping for Dhamma, shopping for a faith. They are shopping. So the Buddha puts the Dhamma there for people who connects to come. And when he wins, when the Buddha wins, the entire room will follow. So convert by the hundreds per time. That's why he does it. That's why he did it. And usually not he go there, they come to him to take him on. Right? There's one Satya Vibhanga Sutta, I think. The naughty guy, Satya, boasts about how he's going to embarrass the Buddha until he sweat. Oh, this is a very cute story. It's in the Majjhima Nikaya. And the Satya was the guy, he went to invite all the Lichavis prince to come with him to see how he humiliated the Buddha. And that after his humiliation, the Buddha will sweat like a pig. Okay? So he did that. But he lost terribly. And you know what the Buddha did? This is the only sutta where the Buddha as a human comes alive. Very alive. And because it's captured in the Pali canon like this, I believe this was a real experience. It was so memorable, they all remember, they put it down. Okay? The Buddha, after he defeated the guy, until he lau kui, right? Then the Buddha took his robe, opened it and say, sweating or not? I think it's, I can't remember this Maha Chula Satya Vibhanga Sutta. You gotta look for it, it's in Majjhima Nikaya. Okay? I read it for the first time, I remember I fell out of my chair. But to me, the Buddha is very real. He's not doing it to Hao Lian. He's doing it then they remember. They remember how the arguments went. They remember what happened. This will be the talk of the town. Everybody gets curious about the Dhamma. Do you understand? Buddha does not do it for himself. He do it in defense of the Dhamma. It was his way of proving how completely crushed. Therefore, come. Hear the Dhamma for yourself. Okay? And I mean it, he does not go out looking for a fight. Buddha doesn't do that. Many a times they bring the fight to him. Then they dare not take him on, they took on his student. That's why he has to teach them how to deal with the problems out there. Now, today, in our time and age, who debating you? Who? This kind, no, but are you going to convert the Pasar Malam participants? All the no need. They want to convert you, then you smile and say, "Baboy, buy how much your keropok? How much?" So don't engage. If you cannot argue, don't engage. When you understand enough, they come and take you on. They're asking for trouble. When you understand enough, when you get it, when you realize it, they come and argue. Then it's a different story altogether. But when you don't get it yet, when you cannot feel anatta properly, don't engage on anatta yet. Go see it for yourself first. Okay? Settle into the mind about anatta first. Right now you have an idea. Let the idea bloom. Okay? All right.
Sister Sylvia, okay. Just now you said that while we are sitting here, everyone is peaceful. Actually, I wasn't, because as you were going, there were a lot of things I wanted to ask, but I cannot ask.
Now you have the mic.
But there's limited time, and I was told not to ask so many. But anyhow, the most burning one was after I leave today. So you say you have to practice, right? Do the sitting and all. Seeing.
I didn't say that all.
But you say to
practice. Right at the start, remember the practice of 3 pillars?
Yeah.
Practice changing your view. Practice that.
Correct.
Practice wholesome mental states. Again and again, consolidate the mind in wholesome mental state. When the mind is consolidated in wholesome mental state, it naturally settles. And then you can do your meditation.
But that may take a long time, because when I sit right, everything comes, everything comes, right?
It means everything.
Everything means the daily life things, life tasks that needs to be done.
I see.
And then the worry and it's the natural phenomena of every mother. I hope so, but it is lah. You know, because you say, look at the 5 aggregates, sit, look at the breath, this, that. Then after that, life still goes on, no, Sister Sylvia. So decisions still have to be made, and then fear will be there. So it's like I'm there. I got these 2 things to settle, spiritual and worldly. There is this person there looking now. Very luan already. Luan as in, how do I integrate these 2?
Okay.
I can't see how.
Okay, too many things for you to handle.
Yeah.
Can you see that it's the result of your desire? I want to do everything. I want to get everything right. Because it's also part of your I want. So let's start simple. How about how about I just tell myself, relax, breathe. No, I mean it. Tell yourself in daily life, before you start the day, you just tell yourself, relax, breathe. Start the day like that. Every time you get overly anxious, you will say, relax, breathe. Just do that first. Okay? You do this slowly. For everyone now, you can tell yourself, just start like that. Relax, breathe. Okay? Relax, breathe. One thing at a time. So this will teach your mind to slow down. Sometimes our mind, because we live in daily life, it keeps getting bashed by the demands of life. It keeps getting bashed. And when we try our best to do everything for everyone, there is a part of us, actually, the mind is crashing. It's very tired. It is crashing. So as a short-term gap, as a short-term, immediate, we call it you just put a band-aid first. As an immediate band-aid, you tell yourself, relax and breathe first. It hasn't solved anything, but it can solve the collapsing mind. Okay, so you relax and you breathe, and then you write down. You can sit down and you write down all the demands. But when you must breathe first, then you go and write. Then you write down already, and then you reorganize the demands. Just do it for yourself first. Reorganize. The must do now. The it's okay later, it's okay. You take simple steps to help yourself here and now. My guidance is for the ones who are already quite okay. They want to go for the big prize. They want to settle their mind in a deeper, longer term way. Okay? That you can see it as 2 phases. There is the phase 1, which is the immediate here and now, how do I help me? Okay? Remember this one very quickly. Doesn't work? Do some more. And then you watch this breathing first. Short one. Just a short, relax first. So you clear your mind and then you start tackling. Then for the ones who are going you want to go deeper into the Dhamma. Deeper into the Dhamma, where you want to start looking at not mine, not I, not myself, so that you can moderate craving and so on. You go further. Okay? Take it one step at a time. Don't be too anxious to run. Just relax. Learn, relax first. Then it is good that on a weekly basis, find a little time for yourself, whether you come here or you go to a Buddhist center or wherever, just time. I know Malaysia traffic very hard lah. So find one close to your house lah. Then at least you don't have to drive too fast. Just to sit and relax in that space. You must find time to relax your mind.
I think I don't know what is relaxation, as you are telling me.
Yeah. Hello. I look at these happy people, they can help you. I'm not making light of your thing. I'm just saying that you need Kalyana Mitra now. You need to associate with friends who can support you. I too far lah, Singapore. Singapore a bit hard, but I am very confident of this space. I'm very confident of this space. Very good people here, wise people here, they can help. Okay? I will rattle off the spaces. If you live anywhere near them, these are the places you can go lah. These guys can help. If you live a bit further, I believe Arya Vihara place, the people get. You see me serving them means they are okay lah. Okay? If I go to you and serve there, you are okay lah. Okay, Arya Vihara, they are okay. You are not looking for quick treatment. When you are unwell physically, because we can be unwell in the mind and we can be unwell in the form. When your body takes too much punching, it becomes unwell. When the mind takes too much punching, it also becomes unwell. Okay? This is just the way our mind and body is built. It cannot take too much load. But it can heal. The mind can heal. The body harder to heal. But actually the body is harder to heal. But the mind can heal. And the mind heals with certain condition. Number one, Kalyana Mitra. Wholesome friends. Because when you feel lonely and you feel alone carrying the load feels doubled. But when you feel that there are friends, your Kalyana Mitra, you provide listening ear, mesti ask you to keep giving advice, okay? Your job as a Kalyana Mitra is to affirm faith. I teach you, Buddha say one, is to affirm faith. Okay? Inspire, joy, faith. It is to be wholesome. Kalyana Mitra must be wholesome. Don't tell me just the 5 precepts. You are beyond the 5 precepts. Okay? Your job as a Kalyana Mitra is to avoid evil, do good. Purify mind if you can. But if you're in a space where people have faith and they are wholesome, you feel better. That's your Kalyana Mitra's job. Then the third job, got so many, got 4 parts. Mesti what kong Buddha kong Buddha say one, okay? Faith, morality. What's the third one? Generosity. Okay? Generosity. So when you are generous, please, my book there, a lot of things to say here about generosity. Okay? So you can be generous. Don't just generosity, okay, give money. It's not about money. It's about support shoulder. It's about a hug. It's about comfort, encouragement, company. 明白吗? Okay? There is generosity there. So that the individual does not feel isolated. Third one. Fourth one, wisdom. Jialat, whole day on wisdom. Specifically, the Buddha said for Kalyana Mitra, so very easy on this wisdom to see rising and falling away. Then you say, aggregates? Yes, but remember this. To see rising and falling away means the impermanence of life. Impermanence of your set of condition now. Our condition, no matter how hard, is impermanent. Our experiences, no matter how hard and difficult, impermanent. So Kalyana Mitras remind each other, it's okay. It's okay. Allah. Tanjong Ru. Japanese. Ayo, kempete. Now, when you can do that, there is laughter. Laughter produces neurochemicals which are healing. That is why you want to go towards the Kalyana Mitta. Because when you come together, they laugh, then you get your external supply of dopamine. Hello. There's something called the laughter therapy, okay? They got the hug therapy. You think what it is? Magic? No, oxytocin. It's oxytocin. The hug therapy, the hug. Okay. Hug.
I thought heart.
Not the heart. The hug. Hug therapy. It's oxytocin. Okay. The laughter, the dopamine. Okay. The one the serotonin, you fall asleep. Really? Oh, sorry. Serotonin is good. It's the melatonin we don't want. Then you will fall asleep. Okay. Sorry, got my wrong chemicals. But when you laugh together, it produces the dopamine which are healing. You cannot generate on your own, you generate in company. So that's why I would advise people who needs to go and into a space where they are wholesome, and you find your Kalyana meter slowly. First take 1, then take 2, then so my number and my fingers don't go together. First take 1, then go 2, then 3, and eventually you will feel more comforted. Okay, everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry if I make you sound like practicing the Dhamma is like doing PhD. Don't be stressed. This PhD business is for the ones who are ready for PhD. The Dhamma is actually very gentle, very soft. The Buddha, when he taught Dhamma for the lay people. That one got no PhD one. But you all ask for it. Because you all want to be PhD, you all ask for it. Okay? Actually, what we are learning today, in the Buddha's time, he taught it only to the Sangha. So this is your Sangha here. My cannot say Buddha, okay? Your Sangha. Okay? In the Buddha's time, he taught this to the Sangha. But he taught the lay people a slightly different version, but still focusing on mental states. So maybe next time I come, I talk about for the lay people. For the lay people version. Okay? All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much. So I was wondering about us being understanding and compassionate. You have your difficulty. Let me try to be helpful, assist, accompany you, assist you to overcome it. You have your desire and
your question is?
So let me try to be helpful and compassionate to help you achieve that desire. But I also noticed over time that am I overdoing it? So I kind of like learn what you do, like insatiable, disengage.
Who asked you to go help achieve people's craving?
不是，他有讲吗？他有讲，哎呀，我要这个哦，哎呀，我有这个难处。哦，你听到 ，you heard it.
I didn't say you're supposed to go and feed other people's craving.
When they say it to you already, then you're like, I can do it 吗？不要啦。Compassionate 是怎样啊？ Like a wiser sense of compassionate behavior.
Compassion is when they are suffering lah. When people are in pain. Or when they need help. When they need help, within reason, you help. Not they want everything. 小妹，我要那个月亮。Jokes aside, I don't tease you.
They tell you the difficulty, but they tell you I actually desire and I hope for that.
They desire, they hope. Their business Their desire, they hope. Hello, you desire, you hope, then 我们是精明. And then I'll be very busy, right? 我真不赢吗？我真不赢. It is not. No, compassion doesn't mean you go and satisfy people's desires.
Be helpful in that process.
When the person fall, you help the person up, but you don't have to help the person walk if he can walk. 你明白吗? He fell, you help. He fell, you fall. This one requires judgment call. Don't blindly just go. Let me tell you something. This is something that happened to me a long time ago. A long time ago. A very long time ago. You know, we all in the Buddhist community, we are very supportive of Sangha. So when I was young and not so wise, when the Sangha call, I go running. Then I remembered thinking to myself, how come the Sangha call a lot one? They call and do strange things, like run errands type of strange things. At that time, I didn't realize that this is desires. This is not about Sangha. It's about desires. I didn't know. So like you like that, lor. Blindly, people call, I run. People call, I run. It took me a while to realize that I am supposed to support. I am not supposed to satisfy desires. I must know how to make that differentiation call. It's a judgment call. I cannot advise on all occasions. I can only advise that you observe for yourself. Is that desire? First time help desire. First time help. Second time, third time, you know that it's an issue. I remember another case. All this happened to me when I was much younger. Now, I'm more selective. When I was very young, I went to help because I still do that, hospice work. And I was told by a colleague that when you support this family, you must support the family even during bereavement. 听到,收到, okay? They call, I go. They call, I go. One day, I was asked to bring them to shop for shoes. Shopping for shoes. At that point, then I realized, I'm not Grab leh. I'm helping people in need. 这个好像 a little bit too much, oh.
Yeah. Is it more like 陪伴, you know? 陪伴, is it? Asking you to do some 陪伴 work.
What you think lah. Whatever you think. But I'm saying that at some point, you must know to say, I think enough already. Because resources limited, time limited. When you expand on people's desires, you may not have time to help the ones who really need.
Yep.
So you must be wise. Okay?
Yep.
We stop. Next person.
Okay. In the interest of time, we can only take one more question. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Sister Sylvia, I want to ask what if the desire is a wish to achieve a greater good or something not for ourselves? So in that case, that kind of action will sometimes create more suffering for ourselves. To give you a very concrete example, so for example, we know that many countries, politics are very important. They decide how the country is being governed and the future generation, future whatnot. So if we see this as something important, and the way the world is now is people go there to reap benefit from themselves, right? So if you want to make a change, so to go there is to so-called...
So you're saying that if you enter politics, or you go and support a politician,
something like
that lah.
Or, for example, now currently Middle East is very chaotic, war and all that thing, right? So you see all these things happening. If let's say like whatever the whole session, sister, you said something that we let it go. At our own capacity, I think it's still bearable. But if you look at the whole context of the world, right, it's actually quite unbearable. So what can we do?
Okay, I always take my guidance from the Buddha. That is why you want to learn about his life and the choices he makes. I use that as a guidance. The Buddha was approached by the representative, a minister, two ministers from King Ajatasattu's court, asking him about war with another country, his odds of victory. The Buddha responded, he alluded to difficult to win because they have these conditions. They are united, They share similar values. They're cohesive. They are strong, and so on and so forth. Because of that, cannot win. But he alluded, so he didn't answer the ministers directly. He had a conversation with Ananda. For those of you who are familiar with the story. And then the minister went, okay, I will introduce conspiracy into that court. Stir trouble amongst them. So if the conditions break, we can win. Happily, he went off, tell his king, can win. If we cause them to fight, to have inner fights. Okay? The Buddha, what can the Buddha do? What did he do? Uproot, went towards Kosala kingdom. Uproot, move on. All these happen in Mahaparinibbana Sutta. Okay? To me, there are some things that can be done. There are some things you must know limitations. He cannot stop. Then he moves on. When he cannot stop something, because humans' desires and cravings and defilements are insatiable. Human defilements, insatiable. There is no way you can stop this. Okay? So the Buddha was very focused. His singular mission, protect the Dhamma. Protecting the Dhamma is for the future generations to come. That is a much more important thing than stopping one war at one space. You must decide for yourself. So for me, I will explain it like this. You must know for yourself what is your strength. What are your strengths? Play according to your strengths in support of Dhammadutta work. Go by your strength. My strength is in converting something complex into something simpler for people to understand. I only play in this space. I do not imagine that I can set up foundations like Brother Wachai. That is his strength. He can do that. And he makes it very successful. I can't. I set up anything, it will collapse tomorrow. I'm serious, okay? This is not my strength. My strength, as I said, so I play to my strength. Because I've limited time. I've got limited time, I have limited resources. I play to my strength. The rest of the world can do what they can. So you decide what is your strength. You decide what is your long-term goal. It should be for something noble. And then you go from there. I don't know if that answers your question. It is intended for you to think about, this is a frame for you to think about things. So, learn from the Buddha, see where you can pick some advice from there. 2, play according to your strength. Don't waste energy and time on something not your strength. And this is important, huh? I have been asked to think about helping to set up a meditation space in JB. I thought, then I say, don't waste time lah. As I said, set up today, tomorrow collapse. This is not my role. It will vex me deeply. But if you got the place, then you ask me to come and teach. I'm very happy to go. Because that's easier for me. Okay? Play according to your strength. All right. We are good?
Right. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Sister Sylvia Bay. Give her a round of applause. Great session. I trust you all inspired and will walk away with infinite golden nuggets of wisdom. I know I love to use these words. Right?